Last time we made the PS2 Bluetooth adapter, which turns in the PS2 controller into a Bluetooth controller.
Evan Kale is a YouTuber once known for his crazy inventions and over-the-top demeanor. His entertaining videos attracted an audience of over 500,000 subscribers during his 10 years on the platform. But seemingly out of nowhere, his content became very strange, and his upload schedule slowed, eventually leading up to him vanishing altogether. This is Evan Kale, the YouTuber who vanished without a trace. The disappearance of social media influencers is by no means uncommon. However, the details surrounding this particular example indicate that the disappearance of Evan Kale is more complicated than simply needing a break from the platform. During his peak, Evan's videos consisted of him building creative electronic devices, often including the ideas of his active fan base. These videos regularly included various skits or jokes revolving around Evan's crazed sense of humor that seemed to keep his viewers coming back. The videos continued like this for years without showing any signs of stopping. As his community grew, so too did the complexity of his projects, that is, until May 24th, 2019. After a short hiatus from making videos, Evan uploaded a video titled Evan Kale's Stellar Invention Show to YouTube on this day. Though it was made in a similar style to his other videos, the invention show was far more bizarre than anything else on the Evan Kale channel. He starts off the video by talking about his unfavorable financial situation and shows us around his new apartment. However, if the video is to be believed, the entire apartment is a bathroom. The remainder of the video is filled with, as far as I can tell, meaningless rambling, and serves as a very obvious transition to the beginning of the end for Evan. The last video on Evan Kale's YouTube channel, uploaded after the invention show, featured Evan coding a version of Tetris into a Photoshop script. Along with this upload, the profile picture of the channel and Evan's other socials along with it changed to a picture of red scribbles. Also, nearly all the uploads on his channel were privated except for 4. A video where Evan builds a game controller, a video where he builds a camera blipper device, the invention show, and finally, the Photoshop script video. This video is very odd and filled with seemingly incoherent rambling and ranting with little connection to the video or his channel at all. But upon further investigation, it becomes clear that this individual video is full of symbolism. After watching the video several times, I managed to translate it into what I think is a likely meaning. In the video, Evan refers to and dislikes that he's been supposedly forced into productivity scripting, or writing code which he considers to be boring, that in this particular case is meant to help visual engineers. He also talks about how he used to be working on Half-Life 3 level which he can no longer work on. By itself, this doesn't make much sense, but combining it with something that he says later on in the video, the meaning begins to reveal itself. Towards the end of the video, he states that he dislikes the idea of slapping his name on every GitHub repo just so that more contract jobs can find him. Let's decode what this could potentially mean. When Evan says that he used to be working on so-called Half-Life 3 level exciting projects, I think he's obviously referring to the crazy and exciting devices he built for his YouTube channel, perhaps referring to a specific project he was working on, or even his channel as a whole. Now, he also talks about his name on GitHub repos attracting contract jobs, which seems to me that he's saying this literally. I think that the popularity of his YouTube channel and subsequent GitHub page is attracting employers that see Evan's abilities and try to hire him for these boring productivity programs that he talks about in the beginning of the video. work that he's doing for said employers is getting in the way of his YouTube channel and other interesting projects that he's doing for fun. Now you may be asking why Evan was doing these jobs in the first place if he hated them so much, and I initially wondered the same thing. However, I think there is an explanation for this. In his previous video, Evan talked about being, quote, broke and having to move out of his apartment. At first, this seemed like it was said in a satirical manner, simply to add narrative to his channel. However, I think in this case he was being genuine. Whether it be a change in his personal life or the effects of one of YouTube's many changes in their advertising policies, I believe that Evan desperately needed money. Money he wasn't getting from YouTube, which is why he was forced to accept these jobs in productivity scripting. This all provides a very good rationale behind leaving the platform, and other parts in the video provide another reason as well. I'm gonna play out this next clip uninterrupted so you can hear what he says in full.
See, the trick to this game is to just forget about the pile of it and move on. Like, you see the pile on the bottom? Not even gonna look at it. Oh look, I just moved the bar up again. Oh no, I'm drowning! Oh no! I can't help but feel that this game's trying to tell me something.
Let's decode what this could potentially mean. This clip contains some serious symbolism that was quite easy to pick apart. He talks about the pile beneath him growing, which could represent several things, and while impossible to know which thing it represents, it still has the same general meaning. Whether it be the possible financial debt, unfinished projects, or even general anxiety, the so-called pile represents putting off a serious issue. Building onto that, when Evan continues to build up the pile of Tetris pieces, he refers to him raising the bar again and again. Like before, this is another obvious example of symbolism. I believe that in this instance, Evan is referring to him not being able to continue making better and better projects. He keeps raising the bar, which just makes things harder for him, as shown by the pile growing larger and larger. While many of Evan's later videos contain symbolism, this specific video is full of it and provides several valid reasons for Evan's disappearance. While you may never have heard of Evan Kale before this, there is a whole community of people actively searching for him and attempting to piece together the fragmented reality of his disappearance. There have been a wide range of theories, from as simple as he got bored and left to he died of a drug overdose, which is a point many bring up in reference to his morbid artwork of children's characters, as well as references to the substance xylene, which is a poisonous chemical. While these are interesting points, I believe that Evan is alive and well, and these references are simply part of Evan's odd sense of humor. Since his disappearance, Evan has been unsurprisingly losing subscribers on a consistent basis, and has gone down by about 2,000 since I began working on this video. I think a Reddit post from the r/The Hunt for Evan Kale subreddit sums up the question of the situation quite well. Is this real, or is it just a joke? Is he actually missing? Can somebody contact him, or is he just taking a break? Which was replied to with, there isn't any information and he hasn't said anything. Most of us are asking the same thing. With very little people looking, likely nothing will ever happen. The unfortunate truth of the matter is, we haven't heard anything from Evan, so there was no way to know what truly happened to him. But that all changed on June 2nd, 2022. This next part of the video is unscripted because I was not expecting to make this segment, but literally, I was in the process of editing. You can see here. I was going to Evan Kale's channel to take a screenshot. And I kid you not, I scrolled down and I noticed this. He uploaded a video 6 days ago. Now, this project has been in the works for probably about 2 months now. And the last time he uploaded before this was 2 years ago, as you can see. So I was not expecting at all to see another upload here. And this could potentially add a huge chunk to the Evan Kale story here. So let's watch it together. This is, again, unscripted. Let's just watch this here. Oh. Oh. Okay, so this is definitely the weirdest. I don't even know what to think about this. This is by far the weirdest video on the channel, I think. Obviously, there's like no talking at all. He prints his thing, whatever, and then we have this end screen, which listen to his heartbeat into this retreat, like I don't. This okay. There's probably some like cipher here or something, or it could be nonsense. You never really know with Evan Kale, but the important thing I think is enjoy your stay and see you soon. I think potentially this could mean that he could be returning to making content. Honestly, I'm just relieved to see that he's okay. It's interesting, Evan Kale, not like what the significance of this title. Obviously, it's an email address. Like, okay, duh. But like, I have no idea what that could relate to. I would love to put more time into this, but I have to release this video at some point, so I'm not even gonna try to crack this code. But I did not at all expect this development to occur. Like, this is honestly pretty crazy. You know, regardless of the meaning of this video, whether that means he's coming back, whether this is just some weird one-off thing, I think what I said about the other last few videos still remains. I think the meaning was probably the same. Either he's just trolling people by releasing this, or he's actually coming back and has resolved his financial issues or whatever. But I mean, this is great. So yeah. Anyway, back to the remainder of what was supposed to be the original video. Just wanted to put that in because it's pretty important. However this mystery turns out in the end, it will forever go down in history as one of the most confusing influencer disappearances, and if Evan ever does come forward to explain the meaning behind his cryptic videos, I'm sure many people would be interested in finding out the rationale. Regardless, big thanks to Jin Enwoys for being a channel member and supporting my videos, and thank you all for watching.